Mike, you talked about what you learned a little bit about your team. Did anybody surprise you, jump off the page, maybe a little bit ahead of schedule in those two wins against Fresno State and LSU?
I thought Esmery did a good job. We played a little bit at the 4, a little bit at the 3, so I thought she did a good job, especially on the boards. Like I said, Madison got in foul trouble early first quarter against LSU, and Kaiser moved over to the 1, but I thought we didn't miss a beat, so that was good to see.
Do you
Go ahead.
do you pretty much have your rotation set, or is that still going to be a work in progress here the
Well,
first few
we're
games?
still rotating. I think with Esmery, depending on where we're going to play her more at the 4 or the 3, will help the rotation. But we're going to need her both areas. I thought Jayla Hemingway come in and did some good things. Is really starting to learn our system. The more she learns what we're doing and the speed you have to do it, the better she's going to be. And so I like where she's at right now. And then, I thought Blessing came in off the bench and did a good job, which was great to see. And Rochelle really didn't get, Rochelle got in foul trouble early and that type of stuff. So really never got into rhythm. So I like where we're at. I thought Carey, the second night, played extremely hard, was back to the old Carey, and was diving on the floor, was rebounding, was physical. So that was good to see also.
As far as Hemingway is concerned, what's are some of the boxes that you want to see her check? I know she's not going to be a finished product here, getting into the system as early as she has, but it sounds like, relatively speaking, compared to others who have come in cold turkey here, she's maybe a little bit of ahead of schedule. So I'm curious, what are some of those things that you want to see her be able to do before you really feel comfortable that, like, okay, she's got it down now?
Yeah, she mostly offensively. Defensively, I'll tell you what, she's a transfer from Mississippi State, and they play defense. So that they just always stress defense at Mississippi State. So she came here with that understanding already, and that's really helped her offensively. Just understanding spacing, how we want to do it, and attack, window attack, not attack, move the ball, take care of the ball, that type of stuff. So. I like where she's at right now. She'll continue to get better.
All right, that's all I have, guys. Tanner, I may jump in if I hear something, but go ahead. Thanks.
Carly, we'll go to your question.
Thanks. Coach, how weird is it going to be without any fans in the stands to start the season?
Well, that was pretty much the way it was down in Vegas. So we really experienced that 2 games down in Vegas. They didn't allow any fans, and even when you were scouting the other team, the coaches could be there, but not the players. So it was an empty gym down Vegas also. So, not that we're used to it, but we already went through that 2 days, and you just got to generate your own excitement through your play. And the players have to be into it that's not in the game and that type of stuff. So it wasn't that bad.
I saw that you played Madison and KK. Would KK show you that you knew she had to be in the starting lineup in her second year?
Well, KK brings a lot of emotion to the team and plays extremely hard, can attack the rim, is very physical, defensive player. And she's another one that came in this year and really toned her game some, and I like where she's at right now. She'll continue to keep getting better.
And we spoke a lot about in the offseason how Kaiser came in, kind of reformed her body and things like that, just adding to the player that she was last year. Did her hard work kind of pay dividends in what we saw to begin the season?
Yeah, absolutely. She looked good. She was in great shape. She shot the ball extremely well. She took care of the basketball, defended well. But it's early, it's 2 games. So, but I like where she's at. She's focused. It's all about the team, and that's a good thing.
And we kind of spoke about this with the men's team a little bit, but, this year is weird. I mean, we already have some teams on pause and things like that. It's going to start and stop. How much is this year, the team that comes out on top going to be less about maybe skill or speed, but more so who wins this battle against, pausing and things like that. There's so many just other factors this season.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things out of your control. I mean, I don't know who, when we get around people, hopefully they're being tested like we're being tested. Hopefully our players stay in their group and don't go around people that are not being tested. You're playing these other teams. Hopefully none of them have it. There's a lot of unknowns. So, yeah, it's very important. I've always said difference between winning and losing is luck. And it's going to be the same thing this year. You got to have some luck and have everybody on the floor. And if you have that, then you have an opportunity to have a good season.
Different type of luck than maybe you're used to, but such as 2020, right?
Yeah. I mean, you'll take luck any way you can get it, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Coach. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Any more questions from Coach? Andrew, do you have any questions?
Yeah, sure. I got a couple. So when it comes to North Alabama, would you consider them a small team? I know you were talking about, size-wise and having to play guards in your prior two games, but how do they strike you in terms of matchups?
Yeah, they don't have a lot of size. They play 5 out. A lot of times they're 5 shoots to 3 also. So it's going to be one of them teams, that we're going to have to scramble defensively. They run a lot of elbow cuts. They'll slip screens, curls, flares, that type of stuff. So they're going to keep you moving offense. So we're going to have to be very disciplined on defense in order to guard them, or we're going to give up a lot of layups on the slips. So, it's going to take a lot of discipline on defense there. Offensively, they just spread you out. Defensively, they're going to play a pack line man-to-man. So they're not going to let you just down in the paint. But the problem is we don't want to settle for a bunch of threes, because if you're not hitting them, that's what they want you to do. So we're going to be disciplined in this game, offensively and defensively, and do the things that we do well.
Scouting them out, they had a really good season last year, lost a lot of people. So as far as they're projected and what you're expecting from them, what did that exactly look like?
Yeah, they have some of their guards back and that. They have played nothing but Power 5 schools. I think they played Missouri. They played another. I forget who the other one was, but they Purdue, and then they're coming to play us. So their record is misleading because they played Power 5 schools so far, and so we'll have to be disciplined. We'll have to play hard, and then our non-conference schedule. You look at it. With us only we lost 2 or 3 games, had to pick up games, and they were one of them. And then we picked up Ohio University, which just beat Notre Dame. We're playing James Madison. We're playing Tennessee. We played Fresno State, which was picked to win their league again this year. We played LSU, which would have made the NCAA last year with a lot of returners. So we've got a pretty good non-conference schedule.